Hey guys, we are just going to start a few minutes early. I always love to wrap for just a few minutes. If anyone has any questions, you can raise your hand. I think we have like 1 or 2 minutes just to wrap, just to be with each other on this awesome night. Let me just get us into slideshow. Actually, let me take a question. Does anyone have a question? If you have a question, feel free to raise your hand before we start. Can anyone hear me? Yes? No? So happy to be here. I feel like I'm on, and I just have to say, I just started with this whole like Periscope thing and Blab, and somebody is going to interview me on Blab next week, and I feel like I'm stepping into this whole new zone of the internet world in this like live streaming. And so, yes, this will totally be recorded. And that even brings me to what we are going to talk about tonight, which is and I wanted to really call this like how not to lose your shit when you're building your business. And the title of that was hysterical to me because I get to talk to coaches all the time, and they say to me, Rach, do you ever sleep? Rach, I see you up at like 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. Rach, how do you fit it all in? Rach, are you like, do you have a superwoman cape? Rach. And just before we get into all of that, that is why I wanted to put this together. So yeah, we are going to talk about the Done For You programs. We are going to talk about why I think that they are essential for everyone. And that is the honest truth. I was talking to my right hand awesome woman, Michelle, who is also my assistant. She's, my copywriter. She's everything. She does everything in my business and helps me mastermind. Is everyone hearing me with static? I can always change earphones. But if you're not, if all is good, I will keep talking. But I was talking to her the other day about, just not losing our mind. I just totally lost my train of thought, but not losing our mind in business and about Done For You programs and about what this year has really been for me. And this year of stepping into business has been about really owning my truth and just kind of saying it. And this webinar is going to be different than other webinars that I've done. I'm going to tell you the God honest truth of what I believe. And I do believe that in order to have a successful business as a health coach, you need to have a sick ass sales funnel. You need to have opt-in freebies. You need to have PowerPoints. You need to have materials at your fingertips, because we all have to be honest. We do not have time. That is the bottom line. We all went to school. We all, have a boatload of knowledge, not only from the Institute for Integrative Nutrition, but many of you on this phone call, many of you listening to this hereafter, have taken a crap load of extra different great, different courses, whether it's on business, whether it's on extra certificates, whether it's, about extra, whatever. And the truth is that that is all phenomenal. And you are building your Facebook pages and you're building websites. But if you don't have program and content, and if you don't have that at your fingertips, we don't get anywhere. And the truth is, if you're a new coach, then you really need programs, because you need to have content to create visibility, and you also need to have a system. If you're an existing coach, then hopefully you're packed during your day doing health histories. And if you're a new coach, hopefully you're packed during your day trying to get new health histories with referrals. Or if you're a existing coach, you have clients, and so you're going from client to client personalizing their session notes. So bottom line, this is what we're going to talk about tonight. I'm going to talk about the new Done For You programs. And we're also going to talk about this system that I have that I've used from day one. Now it's gotten prettier over time. I wish that it was really pretty day one and I was a systemized kind of girl, but many of you know that that is not entirely me. So I actually am going to keep this in this kind of preview, if that's cool. When I teach at Hippocrates, I actually do it this way so we can jump into Safari or Google, because I am going to do some screen sharing. I want to teach and empower you. I want you to leave this webinar and say, I not only learned how to kick ass in my business, but I feel and I know that I can do it. I don't want you just to, leave and be like, wow, it was great listening to Rachel. She's so rad when she talks. I want you actually to leave here and say, I know what I can do tonight. I have a plan of action. I have a system because I want to make 2016 amazing. I want it to be better than 2015. And if 2015, 14, 13 sucked, it is time to step off the sideline and do something different. Bottom line, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. Last but not least, before we move on to this kick-ass webinar, is that I've been running a business boot camp. And week one, everyone freaks out, even myself, when I'm revamping my business or even my own launches. And I've done many of them, many of these, but I always learn something new and I always change it and I up level, my business and my programs. And, by week 4, everyone starts to have those aha moments and they realize that they are sitting on the sideline. They're not taking chances. They're letting fear run their business decisions. So think for a second tonight even and say, okay, what am I doing that I'm getting in my own way? What do I not have in place when somebody calls me for a health history and says, can you tell me something about yourself? Or are they coming to your site and they're just seeing 2 50-minute sessions? Because let's be honest, who these days is signing up for that? Nobody. Who is just signing up for some handouts, a few recipes? Nobody. Who is signing up for an opt-in that says email inspiration? What does that really mean, my friends? Spam. That's what it means to me. So the essentials of a sales funnel, which we're going to go over, means opt-ins, opt-in freebies, and multiple ones, because when we think we know our niche, who really tells us our niche? One, our story, but it's when we survey, not by sending out a survey monkey. Let it be known I unsubscribe when people do that to me. But it's when we watch like stalkers on social media and Facebook and we listen to our community speaking as we speak pain points and solutions. That is when we really understand our niche. So who am I? My name is Rachel Feldman. I'm a health coach. I'm a detox specialist, business strategist. I don't just create Done For You programs. I do have a practice. I say that, I think that's important for people to know. I got into this, into health coaching because of my own health issues. And I would never give this up. And I think that it's very important for people to know that not only do I create these programs, but I use them in my own business. This is my sales funnel. I am a 6-figure business owner, and I tell people that it's very important for people to know that I supported my family even before I created the Done For You programs. That just was able to take it to another level of supporting my family. But this was something that, I, without a doubt, was able to support my family and had a thriving business. This just allowed me to have a thriving business with a system, which is why I created the first program, which was a detox many, many seasons ago. Okay, so why are we here? You want to learn how to build your business without losing your mind, which means rocking it out in 60 minutes a day and making money doing what you love. And I hear, and I see this all the time on Facebook saying, are you hearing me or am I a little muffled? Somebody's saying I'm a little muffled. I can always change earphones. Hold on, my friends. Muffled is not what we want. Better, better. See what happens when you yourself and Irene are your sound crew? All right. If anyone wants to tell me, all good? Ooh, okay. Perfect. Beautiful. All right. So we want to know, and I see this all the time on Facebook. Somebody says, seriously, is anybody really making money as a health coach? And the answer is yes, but you really have to know consistency. So when I work with coaches one-on-one, we work on consistency with daily action. What are you going to do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday? And then one day is a day of rest, as God would have intended, whether you want to call it Mother Earth, God, whatever you want to name it. Just because we need that day of rest, but we still on that day have that day scheduled, because our clients and our stream of social media into the social media world need to still hear us. We're also going to talk about how to nail down your niche without it nailing you to the wall, how to use social media to build your presence. And I want to say this loud and clear. I see so many coaches who get frustrated and they quit. They quit when nobody signs up for their program. They quit when nobody comes to their teleclass. And this is the truth. Nobody knew me year 1 or 2 on social media, but I consistently posted. Now, could I have done it better? Hell yeah. And that's what I want to teach you, is how to consistently have a message, how to blog, how to share a newsletter, a blog, Pinterest. You don't have to master every social media stream, but you have to know how to get yourself out there with a consistent message. Plus, how to use the Done For You programs to create a wicked online and offline sales funnel. And like I said, if you're launching those online programs and nobody is biting, go into your backyard. And if your backyard is scarce, and I have many coaches who say, I don't have a lot of people in my backyard that would buy a detox, don't call it a detox. You're just selling a program with killer recipes that can be used for anybody. Think outside the box, cooking workshops, shopping tours. We're just here to help people learn how to do what has become so complicated, which is how to eat and how to shop. Okay, so the health coach day. Number 1, you wake up and you say a powerful affirmation in the morning. Not just one. If you're me, you need to say about 50 and watch about 10 videos, because I have negative Nelly sitting on my shoulder telling me I am not good enough. I've got to work on a lot of self-love stuff that wasn't so present in earlier parts of my childhood and life. So if you're that way, and if your business is not working, work on the inner game. The inner game is so important. Schedule your social media in Buffer app. So I'm even going to show you right here. This is Buffer app. It is a little less complicated to my brain than Hootsuite. If you go in to Buffer right here and you sign up through Facebook, this is free. If you want to pay the $10 a month and you have lots of Facebook groups, and I encourage you, especially if you're not getting any bites on your website and you have an opt-in freebie, or maybe you don't, hint, hint, you should. That's why Rockstar, Paleo, and Revitalize all have opt-in freebies. That's why I created them that way, because on my back end, if you would see MailChimp or now Infusionsoft, I have about 100 different opt-in freebies. And Michelle Marie Wisdom, or now Ellis, can attest to that, because I constantly use opt-ins. I've taken one smoothie challenge. I've taken a 21-day smoothie challenge. I've used multiple recipes from all the opt-in freebies, from all the different programs, and just pushed and created the 21-day smoothie challenge. And I've built a list by, that one I think was 495 in 1 week. Those things are powerful. Those things, if you have a list of 20 people, how are you going to get health histories? So let's even talk work with me. How are you going to get people to come to a program? How are you going to do anything? Let's really focus on your list and also getting people. So you want to get into forums. You want to put your Pinterest there. These are different groups that I have. So schedule 15 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes at night. And you want to make sure that with your Twitter, these can just be short little posts. You can also go into Bitly. And if you don't know Bitly, Bitly is awesome because you can take blog posts. This was gluten-free almond pancakes that I had as a blog. And you can put that blog post and shorten it, and that can go right into Twitter. And so any of your Twitter posts have to be short, of course. So this was a summary of an EWG shopper's guide that I wanted to be able to post on Twitter. I wanted to be able, to empower and educate. And when you're selling programs or you're creating great content, that's the whole point about making your day work for you. So 15 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes at night. Again, Buffer is one, Bitly is another. The other is that you can go right onto Facebook, and you can actually schedule a post. If you click on photo, let's just go onto RW, JPEG. Let's just go onto miso soup. Let's just say nourish the body with a warm cup of miso soup. Awesome for the adrenals. Keep it real at WW. I can publish this now, schedule, or save draft. So if I wanted to schedule, click, boom, I could schedule it for 9 o'clock. And again, this is when I say stalk your post. Know what worked for you. Know if your people like recipes, tips. Know if they like a hard sell. On average, it's a 1 to 7. You want to give them, great content and then sell 1. And also know that the amount of people on your list, there's a 3% conversion rate. So let's just say, boom, let's just publish this baby. All right, moving on. Is that good for everyone? So here we are. Use social media images from one of the programs. I can't tell you how many times in the morning I have an 8 and 6-year-old that I go into spring, summer, winter, fall, paleo, any of them, because they all have the images that are done for you, or inspirational videos. Inspirational photos, such as the one in Rockstar this season. And I'll just pull a photo. I'll go right into PicMonkey or Canva, and I'll add the link to either my site or whatever I'm promoting, or maybe grab a 15-minute session with me for free. And so, boom, you are done. Schedule it in the morning. You could schedule it at night, or you could just schedule everything in the morning. Blog 3 times a week. A lot of people say, I'm so bad at blogging. You know what? So was I in the beginning. And before my IN site was gone, the blogs there were horrible. But I blogged and I got people to my blog. And the truth is, and I said this to a coach today, I said, you are so stuck in perfection. And I love it. I said, because you've done everything in the 2 weeks I gave you. You set up an LLC, you got your bank account, you got insurance, you got an Instagram, you got Pinterest. Like, we nailed down everything. I said, but now, okay, girlfriend, it's time to get out of perfection and time to get into the do phase. And she looked scared. And I said, so we're going to blog 3 times a week. And she was like, oh. And I said, yep. So this is the thing. Your health coach day means that, yeah, you've got to sit there and schedule yourself like a CEO. And that might mean a little sacrifice, my friends, until you're getting into the flow of your business. So when people say, do you sleep and do you do all these things? I do, but I also have such a big mission, just like you, to rock, the world with healthy stuff so that my kids live in a healthy world and so that other kids, can learn this and other coaches can get empowered and so that other people who were sick like me have access to really cool stuff. So you want to blog because, and I'm going to tell you why, people are going to come to your site. And if they're just reading words, they don't get to know you. So people only hire you, and somebody's actually saying that they're having technical issues. If you want to go right on Facebook right now, I know that Michelle's standing by right on Facebook, and she can help you with some of the technical issues. And I do believe if you go onto www.healthcoachbiz.rachelswellness.com, she can answer some questions through our online chat as well. But yes, this will be recorded. Blog 15-minute, blog, 3 times a week because they have to get to know you. People only hire you because they get to know you. So whether it's a blog with a recipe, share your own life. You don't have to be factual and be a pro. Some people are great bloggers. I'm not a great blogger, but I blog because that's how people are going to get to know you. That's why Revitalize has 39 blogs. That's why the Detox has 3 blogs. That's why Paleo is 3 blogs. So, the essential oil, that's why each one of them has blogs to give you that head start, and then you add in your own sauce. Schedule 2 health histories a week and convert that client to a paid client because you have that program. Anytime I do a health history, I say right on that health history, that strategy session, of course, I listen first and then I say, you know what? The great thing about working with me is I do have a system, and it doesn't mean that I'm going to give you exactly what I give to everyone else, but I've learned through time that we all need to get rid of the junk, and then we need to typically move to a grain-free program, and we need to see if there's still some junk around, and then we move to higher glycemic foods. And and when you get to work with me, you get access to everything I have. And so when you get all the VIP programs, or when you learn your system of what works and what aligns for you, it's really neat because you feel like not only confident, but you can serve people in so many ways, no matter what your niche is: autoimmune, digestion, hormonal health, pre-pregnancy, postpartum, weight loss, energy, you name it, it's there. Even the 28 days, I go over that in Revitalize, which you have 2 programs. That I created because I wanted to have a program that was holistically minded in, weight loss, but also focused on making changes over a 28-day period with day-to-day homework. So, okay, getting back to this. Before bed, some people before bed, it's really about quietness and setting intentions. If you're the person that's kind of more of that late person, schedule your social media for the day. Think of your day. I always take stock and, take that time to really think, what is my next day going to be like, especially on Monday and Friday. So really think, what are my emails going to be? What are my pre-marketing? What am I planning? 60-minute flat. All right, baby, hold on. 15 minutes for content curation. 15 minutes for writing that blog. 10 minutes on Facebook. 5 minutes Twitter. Connect that Facebook business page. Oops. Oh my God, and this is the most important. Connect that Facebook business page to Twitter and speak from the heart. 15 minutes on LinkedIn, or buffer app that baby. 5 minutes Google Plus. Buffer app that baby again. And you might even take that down to 2 minutes or 1 minute because it's click, 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 click. And also, if you write that blog and you have the share links, it's share to Twitter, share to Pinterest, share to LinkedIn, share to Google Plus. You just shared it. Share to Facebook. You're done. Done. If you have a phone, and if I were showing you video right now, I'd be able to live stream this baby on Periscope. So now what are we doing? We are working like a pro. We have no excuse. No excuses. So when we sit there and we're like, okay, then 5 minutes dancing around your office just for the hell of it, or doing handstands, or, chomping on like chocolate like myself at 12 o'clock and drinking kombuchas and Kavita. 0 minutes wasted in procrastination because there's no fear. And tell me how many of you, seriously, do a hallelujah, raise your hand, whatever. If you are the one, just like me, who procrastinates only when you have fear. You find yourself on Facebook screwing around, or you find yourself making some like PicMonkey or Canva something, doing something else when you're like, I don't know what to do. Instead of being like, boom, I have this plan. I know what exactly to do. Okay, this program may not be selling, so maybe I'm just going to sell this recipe book for the holiday, get someone on Fiverr for $5 to make a cover and sell that baby on my blog. Boom, right? That's what I said today to a client. Booyah. As my kids would say. Booyah. So show me the system. That is the exact system that I just said to you. You want to be on BuffWrap. You want to share your, on your blog, those different share tools, so you're saving yourself time. Let's take a little breather. Do you feel the love? You're feeling the love, right? You're feeling all amped up. Take that in and remember how good it feels to feel amped up so you know what to do, right? All right. So yes, oh my God, we have so many questions, and God, we could do I think I'm going to have to do a Q&A just next week on all the cool questions. Niche. And if at the end, I will go through all the questions. So niche, let's think about your niche. Take a pen out and a piece of paper, write on your hand or your belly or your arm, whichever you decide. Just don't take a shower before you write it down on your whiteboard, of course. Why? Because you're a baller, which means that you run your business like an entrepreneur and a hustler in a healthy way, which is my favorite word. Niche. Write down your niche and now write down your sub niches. And your sub niches fall under niche. Let's take, for example, I work with people with digestive issues and autoimmune. Sub niche is that weight problems. Sub niche is energy. Sub niche is, that they're having, sleep issues. Sub niche, anything falls under the sub niche of people who have digestive issues, constipation. So each one of those people with that sub niche issue, that specific issue, will have a different message. So what message does your niche need to hear? So yes, do I believe in detoxification? Why? Because for anybody with digestive issues, the liver is toxic and the gallbladder is not producing the bile necessary. Hence, digestion gets hampered. Hence, constipation. Hence, often hemorrhoids. Do we get the picture, my friends? Hence, candida. Hence, parasites, H. pylori. Hence, food allergies, all the great things that I've had. Hence, adrenal fatigue. Hence, we can keep filling in the blanks. Sub-niche, sub-niche, sub-niche. So what do we need, as Liz Lipsky would say? An elimination program. What would Alejandro Younger say? Clean out the junk. What would a functional medicine doctor say? Clean out the junk and then transition into a clean eating diet, and also work on the stress. So I want to lose weight. What do I need to hear? What are my pain points? Take time right now or tonight or tomorrow, the next day, to write down the 10 words your niche needs to hear. Oops, I keep flipping back. You deserve a kick-ass business. Say it. I deserve a kick-ass business. Say it again. I deserve a kick-ass business. I deserve a kick-ass business. I'll say that 15 times tonight. Dream it, live it, launch it. So yeah, your niche. Why are so many coaches not making as coaches? I love this one. I love when people tell me they've spent 15,000, 20, 30, 40, and they're not making money. Because we haven't learned to communicate to our clients via online and offline. My kid could have told me that. He even told me, he said, Mom, McDonald's is so smart. People will always go back because they give people toys. Brilliant. He told me that when he was 7. He's 9 now. He should be the head of marketing for my company. He saved me some money I spent on some people I shouldn't have spent on. So what do we need to do? Shoot videos. We need to get comfortable with messaging with the current times. Look on the side of your Facebook. What are ads doing now? Shooting 30-second videos. Instagram, 15, 20, 30-second videos. So if you're not comfortable doing it, get comfortable. Your business depends on it. You deserve a kick-ass business. Derek Halpern, Kimmer Luna talk about the power of webinars. Why do Rockstar, Paleo, and Revitalize have PowerPoints? I want you to do webinars. And if you can't do webinars and only 2 or 3 people sign up, ask yourself if you would go to the webinar. Ask yourself if you would actually attend the name of the webinar that you're hosting. Your niche needs to hear you and needs to see you. And if you can't afford to do GoToWebinar, do Google Hangout. If you're so uncomfortable, practice. I shot 150 YouTube videos because I was scared to speak in public. Today, I not only teach at Hippocrates, but I can teach in front of 350 people without my face twitching. I did the work, though. There's no excuse. So yeah, grab the pen, like I said. Take 5 minutes to write down your niche. What keywords come up for you? How does it relate to your story? Your story and your program, your work with me, lie inside of you. So my system is my funnel. It's my story and my niche. Detox and cleanse, weight loss, paleo, 28-day, online and offline. I do this for a mom's program. I've done this at gyms. I do this online. I do this in my one-on-one. That's actually how I started the cleanse, and that's how I continue actually to do it today. I do the majority in my one-on-one via Skype in my office in the comfort of my own home. And I also do it in local groups. I do workshops for women who want to learn what I do in my life, 5 simple tips, and I give them a cleanse. I keep it simple. I love to do shopping tours too. They're the most fun. And it comes down to these programs, and I build my list because we're nothing without our list. Email marketing, how to make it your own. Why does every program except basic have email marketing? Because we need it and we get stuck writing. You can copy and paste, but you must add a story about you and a compelling point. Nobody just wants to come to, hey, come to my program. It just doesn't work. You can do email marketing, but add in something about you. Why am I not going to just go and buy Mark Hyman and Kim Schneider's book? She's so cute. Because you're phenomenal. You have a unique, special story that brought you to school and brought you to this unique experience, the good and the bad and the ugly, and I want to hear it. Don't hide behind Facebook. Don't hide behind a website. Let people know who you are. And if you're an introvert, like myself, although nobody would know, get comfortable with them putting parts of yourself, online that you may not, that you may not do so much in public. I'm scared to be in public situations. Nobody would know that about me. But I've learned to create a business that works for me. Have that compelling point about why your program is unique. Shoot a video, insert that video into your blog. Find the way that you can message to your people. Email marketing, 30 seconds, that video, best times, and test your market, just like you're testing your social media. How do your people want to be communicated? Sunday, 9 a.m., Tuesday, Thursday, sign up for people's lists and see when they're sending you. You need a system. Bottom line, many of you on this phone call have bought programs from me and maybe they didn't work. Go back to how you were marketing your program. Maybe a detox doesn't work for you. Maybe you need to market as a weight loss program. One of the most successful people, she was first out of another school. She had no idea. She said weight loss for beginners, a cleanse for beginners. Maybe you were marketing it in the wrong way. Maybe a grain-free program is for you. Maybe Revitalize or a simple weight loss program like Revitalize where you get 2 programs actually. Maybe you're meant to work with families. Really think about it, but it's no more fumbling for recipes. No more handouts without a plan. Maybe you have a bigger mission to, go after food politics, GMOs, everything, but your clients want recipes and plans and all of that. Cool thing is, this is done for you. It's done for you, and you don't have to pay the amount of money that I paid for the chef and the editors and the recipes and all of that good stuff to get it designed. And is that online business not giving you what it promised? Many people say that. So go offline with the done for you programs. No problem, sister. Totally hear you. Cooking workshops. Build out your work with me. For example, 2 50-minute sessions. Access my signature grain-free program plus handouts. Food combining, eating healthy proteins, and more. Plus access all my signature recipes. Insert what they are. And email access to me the whole month. Doesn't that sound much better than, well, you get handouts, you get this, you get that? And you can really, add all of those extra bonuses on the specific handout. So I would say get all my infused water recipes, plus get my signature cleanse. Make that so that is amazing, plus a VIP day or a signature, clean out the house day with all of the programs. Make the programs work for you. More coaching, more clients. Most of us don't have the time to sit down. I have so many coaches who call me and say, Rachel, I found you online. I don't even know how. I've been writing a program for the longest time, but I haven't finished it, or life got in the way. So life does get in the way. That's the whole point. I know how much we crunch when we're trying to get ready for the programs, which is why you can go to www.healthcoachbiz.rachelswellness.com and look at how we recreate every season brand new content, brand new recipes, brand new handouts, PowerPoints, opt-in freebies. And this season with the detox in the Rockstar, we created an offline coaching program, an offline coaching package, plus a social media package. I know how much I spend just to create draft 1 of the guide. That's just draft 1. So we need content and marketing. You need a gateway program. You need a list building strategy. You need programs that can be used in multiple ways, workshops, because you are totally ready for success. Bottom line. Because you want to master the art of coaching. And it's not just that you want to master it, you deserve it. You want a sales funnel, because the sales funnel brings you the clients you deserve. Free after your opt-in freebies, free webinars or events, say you do essential oils, a sauna, beach body, anything, to a discovery session, to your one-on-one coaching or online or offline programs, group coaching, online coaching, retreats, VIP days, and then your ultimate signature packages. A detox program, this one especially, is a three-prong approach: pre-detox, detox, and the elimination phase. So if you wanted to, and I have many coaches ask me this, it's 14 days, but if you wanted to just sell it as a 7-day detox, totally could. You don't even have to, sell it with the guide. You don't even have to sell it with the 7 days of transition. It's based on the teachings of Liz Lipsky, Alejandra Younger, Paul Pitchford, Josh Axe, JJ Virgin. I mean, you name it. Anne-Louise Gittleman, Mark Hyman. I've taken all of the people who I so respect, Dr. Robert Morse, and packed Kim Schneider, packed all the teachings into one. Donna Gates, a lot on gut health, probiotic health, alkalinity, but also if you wanted to add animal protein or fish or anything, but all the recipes are vegetarian. This is your foundation. This is a foundational program when a client comes to you in your one-on-one practice, or when they come to you and you want to sell a program online for an existing, established coach, similar to like Holly Thompson having a program like this, or if you were a new coach. So you get 3D, professionally ebook cover, brand new copy. I mean, you get a bunch of things, and you can see this on the site at www.healthcoachbiz.com. healthcoachbiz.rachelswellness.com. Your Rockstar extras, I mean, they are amazing. We really went above and beyond. We did inspirational photos. We also, for the first time ever, did attribution-free photos of the actual recipes. There are 20 of them. We did opt-in freebies, one that I love, which is a 4-day emotional cleanse, banners, blog post, the ebooks for, 5, I think you get 6 ebook covers, flyers. We did an offline. This is actually the offline coaching package right here, a little journal. Here are the inspirational photos. These are the 3 ebooks. You have an editorial calendar. You also have a cheat sheet, like when to post, with sample tweets that you can post about your detox, as well as PowerPoints. And also all of the opt-in freebies have follow-up letters. So I even see the going price for freebies on, Facebook are about like $50. So that doesn't even include, the follow-up letter. That doesn't even include the 3D image, the 2D image, which is great for social media. And I just love when I get like testimonials of people who say, you know what, I really followed this system. Like, I was nervous, I kept the faith, I followed this. And I always say, download your materials. Take that 2 hours on the weekend to edit, or use the PDFs, because we have PDFs for each of the programs. Some people get really tripped up in that editing phase, and put your efforts into marketing. Run that free, either opt-in freebie or webinar, so that you get people to that, market that for 2 weeks. Then at that, free offering, you have your sales page ready, then have that open for 2 weeks. And the winter is such a great time, because you have January, and then you have another opportunity in February. And that's really when everyone wants to make those New Year's changes. And then right after Valentine's Day, of course, because everyone's eating chocolate. But, you have opportunities not only to sell that gateway program, but you have opportunities also, for people who want to go into the other programs. Like I said, grain-free programs, 28-day program. Building your list, as I said, is essential. Marketing, and really making sure that you're scheduling your marketing. Now, the essential oil program, we changed so much this season. There is so much here that if you actually wanted to create an essential oil education program, because we actually didn't just we don't just have a guide that has information about essential oils. There's a whole entire guide that educates people about essential oils. There's also, and it's a whole recipe guide about essential oils. There's a branded and not branded guide about essential oils. There's opt-in freebies that you can give bonuses at your events. Send follow-up letters to potential wellness advocates. Have tons of PowerPoints. So you can even sell the recipe books loaded with essential oil recipes. I mean, it's really an unbelievable opportunity. And we thought of this because so many people need to have a whole platform program to really get people educated about essential oils and understand. So it's not just that first touch, it's that second, third, sometimes even fourth, so that you can have that program. And then as you're that follow-up letter can even be about the detox, or maybe this is a whole program and you have the detox and videos inserted about essential oils and how you use them. Lots of information there. So why paleo? One, it's trending, which is a huge thing. I've seen 5 emails that came into my inbox. Somebody's asking about the EO program. No, it's a branded and not branded program. So, and you can on the sales page inquire about that more. Feel free to ask us anything. It applies to different companies across the board. So going grain free is definitely trending. It's a big topic. Podcasts, radio shows, TV. So this doesn't just have to be paleo. This can be going grain free, great for a gluten-free client. 14 days of suggested meals, 45 plus recipes. It also has info on great fats. It also has info on like what is healthy cooking oils. It also has info on how to de-stress and really go primal. So when I wrote this, it was that I had so many clients who were coming to me who had liver and gallbladder, who couldn't handle all that bacon fat. And I was like rewriting recipes. So this is almost like healthy, clean eating, detox meets like really fun paleo recipes. I mean, the recipes are amazing and so easy to work with gyms, so easy to work with people who just really want to eat clean for, their family. And the PowerPoints in here, the opt-in freebies are great for challenges. This is one: refuel, 3-day cleanse, eat your way to beautiful for digestion, going grain-free. And then you also get a launch pro kit: how to use an editorial calendar, sample disclaimer, facts before you buy, referral letter. I mean, I can go on. And then there's Revitalize. And Revitalize is just a beast of an amazing program. You have 4 beautiful ebooks in the 28-day program. It's one of the few programs I've seen out there that has vegetarian and omnivore and vegan options. The 28-day program is vegetarian and omnivore. The weight loss is vegan and omnivore. You get 2 programs in one. You have 39 blog posts, ideal for retreats, mastermind. I've seen people turn this into a 6-week program. I've seen people turn this into a 6-month program. Amazing for one-on-one. The 28-day program has 4 beautifully designed ebooks. You can actually see them right here. It's like commit to change, food focus. I mean, it takes you through 28 days, day by day, of making massive changes. So if you wanted to give your clients like simple homework, and I always tell my clients, all right, just like read a little, and like, let's just get clear. Even if you're not writing in it, there's so many handouts here: how to go gluten-free, skinny drinks, that I was just redoing constantly. And so I thought, why redo it? Just put it into a program. And that's what, Revitalize became. Ideal for your VIP clients. And why does this work? Well, you put your name on it, you brand it to your niche, no copyright, you customize this. You get the support you need. We have different forums. No, I can't clone myself and make myself in every different place, but I go in every morning, give tips. I do answer questions at a top pin post. And you can take this online and offline. You have content, you have marketing, and that equals a strategy. So you get access to me in the forum. You get access. Michelle's in there. Sometimes we have other VA support. You get daily photos that we post in there. We also give you suggestions on where you can find free attribution photos as well. And unlimited support for your business. And you also have a community that I think we all have been missing. So this is the last but not least. This is for you totally to be able to buy it, brand it. This is healthcoachbiz.rachelswellness.com, the Done For You programs for this season. And the cool thing is that for the next 3 days, you can save 20% on the Done For You winter programs. And this is one of my awesome whiteboards. I have 3 of them. And you get access to building the sales funnel that you deserve. This is the code, PlayBig20 off. It does not apply to bundles only because bundles already have their discount. It does not apply to payment plans. We do a lot of payment plans. If you do a payment plan, you do get your materials right away. We have faith that people will pay. We put a lot of good faith in that. But this is your opportunity to really build your business. And if you have questions about which one fits you or what is right for you, or if VIP is right for you, I always tell people if you buy VIP, focus on one program at a time. Don't let it sit on your computer forever, but focus on one program, one opt-in freebie, one webinar, because that is really what gets you to success. Focus on, taking, especially with Rockstar, Paleo, or Revitalize, taking the pictures and planning that in Buffer app. If you use this in one-on-one, especially with Rockstar, with the new offline package, like really looking at each one of these components and seeing which one really fits you and what you need. All right, so on to questions. Do you want me to do questions right now, or are we all a little tired? Yes, no? I can take questions later. Or do we want to do some questions? Okay, so let me go over some of these questions and backtrack. So number one, you can go on the site right now. It's, I'll just pull this up, let me just even pull this code. I'll even put this right here while we're talking. And I do know that Michelle Marie is right there. If you guys have any questions. Okay, so somebody's asking if they're going to have access to the webinar. Without a doubt, have access to the webinar. We're going to send it out tonight. Just wondering if you could show this 60-minute flat slide. Boop. Bear with me. Close your eyes if you get nauseous in the backtrack. Let me find the 60-minute flat. 60-minute flat. 15 minutes. 15 minutes block writing. 10 minutes Facebook. 5 minutes Twitter. 5 minutes LinkedIn. 5 minutes Google Plus. 5 minutes dancing around and partying your ass off. Of course, with healthy things, like we're not talking about going crazy loco, like we were in the 70s or 80s. But having like good raw cacao and kombucha, and 0 minutes of procrastination. So the whole thing is when you really take 60 minutes a day, you can even lessen that if you have a consistent plan. And I really do believe that. I feel like when you have a consistent plan, you can plan your day, You can plan how effectively you're going to edit your materials, even how effectively, I've even done MailChimp in the morning, downloaded an opt-in, downloaded the Drink Me Skinny handout from the 28 day, converted that to PDF, added, my bio, converted that to PDF, created an opt-in freebie in all of 30 minutes and gotten that onto Facebook and increased my list by like 250 by putting that on all social media sources. So is there a particular program needed to open the PowerPoint? Number one, Office, I do believe we should all have. So that would be the program. And in our downloads, there you can get that for $9.95 a month, but I think it's cheaper, of course, if you buy it by year. Do you feel this type of webinar with slides versus script is live when they can see us is still effective? I think that, as long as we're engaging in teleclasses and we give people a PDF, I do think that people need a visual. But I do think when people can see us, like Google Hangouts and stuff like that, I do think that that is awesome. Some people, are more audio and some people are more visual, and it just it appeals to our different kind of learners and our psyche as people. It doesn't mean that it's ineffective. I think that when we can visually see something, I think it's very helpful and it appeals to both. And yes, is it fun when we do, if I had the video on and you would be seeing me and stuff like that, I think that's fun. I think that's why everyone loves Periscope and stuff like that. So if I would have had the video on tonight, you could have said, oh my God, there's Rach. And, she's in a blue shirt and it's one of her favorite kind of, shirts that she wears. And okay, cool. Wow. She wears something other than black. And you would have laughed and we could have had a whole conversation like that. Does email marketing equal newsletters? Email marketing can be marketing for a program. Email marketing can also be newsletters. It's anything that has a direct purpose for your people, if that makes sense. So you always want to think of anything that you do, social media in the morning. That's why I said, sit there and really take your Monday and Friday to think about what you're doing. Plan, for many of you who are in the boot camp with me, you have gut rebuilding plans. So, that can even be part of your work with me. Anyone who's buying programs tonight, your work with me should involve these programs and give you visibility and credibility. That's what programs do. They give you foundation. Any of the programs, somebody's asking, have raw food programs? Yes, the detox is a huge part of it's raw. There are some warm soups. There are some warm entrees. Only because many people don't do great with an all raw because their stomach fire is just not strong enough. And they're not willing to add in, cultured vegetables or cultured foods or bitters or a lot of, or spices to enhance that. But I've had people turn the program totally into all raw. Or leave in, a few of the warming soups just because it's winter coming. And in Chinese medicine, winter or even Ayurvedic would be one where you would also do some nourishing as well. As a coach in a red state, that's a great question. As a coach in a red state, should I use these programs designed from a doctor? I think as a coach in a red state, we're not even really allowed to discuss necessarily a lot of things. So as coaches, this program is not a detox where you're telling somebody to go and take a supplement. This program is based on whole foods. It's based on really supporting people emotionally. It's based on supporting the body to really detoxify naturally with the seasons. So as far as like detoxification, you're not getting into like a level 1 or level 2 detoxification. But you can feel free to email me personally and ask more specific questions about a green state or a yellow or orange or red state. as well, if that's very helpful. And we talked about the oil package that does have compliant language. And I'd be more than happy also to answer any questions as far as that. And as far as the essential oil package, branded and not branded means that there is language that has to do with a certain oil company, and then language that is just across the board that are just specific oils, such as like lavender, frankincense, or vetiver, or any just general kind of oils. Is it possible to make programs your own, editing and changing things around? 100%. All the documents. Let me even go and there are the programs, but I can even just show some of the programs just so you can see. Let's even just look at basics so you can just see how easy it is. And the cool thing, just so you see in a Dropbox folder, is that you have your business folder, you have a client folder, you have your PDFs, and you have a clean eating version. So we can go into the client folder, we can go into the client recipe guide, or actually let's go into the detox guide. And I'll go into open. So once you just hit open, you're taken right to the document. And everything right here is in Word. It's in Century Gothic 12. If you wanted to even swap out the covers, we show you how to do that. Fiverr, you can get a cover swapped out for $5. I mean, as you see, this is exactly what the program looks like. Very simple to edit, very simple to make it your own. And that is how every program, comes out. So if you wanted to add your own verbiage, if you wanted to call it something else, brand it to your specific brand, that is the whole point of why I created these programs. Many years ago, I bought a program that was in PowerPoint. It was not this way. I couldn't edit it. I had a lot of problems, and it inspired me to create a program like this for coaches, for myself, that I could edit, that I could make it my own, that I could chop it, that I could use it for blogs. Even just the other day, I created a blog that was based on detoxing, and I took one of the detox guides from like the fall of 2013. So the whole point about having programs like this is we have great content. And so, yeah, you can have a program and you can change it around, and what stands out is how you name it and how you market it and how you make it your own. So if you've bought Paleo or Revitalize in the past, we did not change it. So you do not need to buy an updated version. It's exactly the same. If you're interested in buying new anything, that would be to look at Rockstar or Basic, of course. Somebody's asking, how would I utilize Revitalize or another detox program in a VIP program or a one-day retreat? In a VIP program, your VIP days are just longer days with your clients, and you can do like home shopping clean out, home shopping tours, cleaning out the kitchen, start on a detox. In a retreat also, I think it's so wonderful to do a detox or to do a 28-day program where you start people with a detox, and then to also extend that into a longer mastermind where you're taking people also in a forum. There's so many different things that one can do. I've seen people turn this into 6-month retreats. I've seen, online, but they have a start retreat location and an end one. The programs are just so versatile. You just have to sit and really mastermind with whiteboards and with a loved one or somebody who's a good friend and really play it out on how you would lay out your program. And yes, no copyright. So okay, somebody's asking, my niche is women in the 40s going through perimenopause. I'm a newbie to coaching. Can I use the Rockstar? 100%. I love newbies to coaching. I love existing coaches because I've seen existing coaches take these programs and lighten the load in their life. And I saw one the other day who was like using this program on Periscope, rocking it out. I mean, selling it so many programs. And I've seen new coaches who have broken into the coaching world with a system. And so perimenopause, hormonal issues, as you know, come down to the liver, come down to the effectiveness of, you know, how well the liver is actually working, the toxicity in the body. Going grain free is also important. And also stress. So I think Rockstar and Revitalize would be amazing because you would be able to take somebody through that system. And I think about Sarah Gottfried. I think about, Dr. Rita. I think about, so many people who specialize in hormones. You're going through that detox. And this is really even for autoimmune. This is for anybody, moms who insulin resistant, and I've and just the other day, and one of the Rockstar experts in the panel is Ann Louise Gittleman, and we talked about this. The importance of eating fats for hormonal health. I interviewed Terry Walls about the mitochondria and autoimmune, and so that system of detoxifying the body and then eating that clean eating diet. So many people with insulin resistance. The weight loss program for me was so important. For me, I've really done well on like a raw, that's kind of ketogenic-ish kind of diet, but also not eating so much protein because my kidneys have never been the greatest, and I had hormonal issues that were non-existent and really built them back up to where I have fully functioning hormones. So I believe in the power of detoxification and elimination. Ann Louise Gittleman, if you and when you buy Rockstar, you will hear how profound I took 3 pages of notes, how profound her interview was, talking about the gallbladder and hormonal and liver imbalances. So yes, I think that specializing with women who are going through perimenopause, and also helping them to deal with that and gut issues, because as we know, Donna Gates says, if you have hormonal issues, you have gut issues. So I hope that helps you. That was a great question. The discount, does that apply to affiliate links? If somebody uses an affiliate link, they can put in their discount. Yes. Does Revitalize change every season? No, we will be making changes. We just work our tail off every season, but sometimes we change it. We haven't in the last few seasons. So if you're purchasing the program separate, what does the VIP mean? VIP means if you're buying all of the programs, Paleo, Rockstar, Essential Oils, and Revitalize, then you're going to get a discount. So if you're purchasing them separate, then that's not VIP. Okay. So could you explain health histories? Could I use the pre-detox from Rockstar? 100%. And, one of the reasons, and Michelle and I sit down every season and we really, watch the forums carefully, to also see what is trending, what do we need to put into these programs for coaches. And that's why we created the offline market, the offline coaching package. That's why we created the social media package as well. Because, in that Rockstar, to be able to do that health history, to be able to work with people one-on-one, to give them session notes, the journal, you can really do this one-on-one. You can do this in your lovely home and have, 20, 15 women, doing this program, it doesn't just have to be online. You could do the grain-free program, especially for people who have hormonal issues, digestive issues. I mean, it talks all about digestion, which is probably why selfishly I wrote it. So yes, let me see. What is the website? www.rachel, listen to me, I'm like here, let's go back to www.healthcoachbiz.rachelswellness.com, and then use this code. What I'm going to do is I'm going to skedat. What I will say is, for anybody who asks this, and they ask this all the time, every single word, every single content, except maybe some of the support tools on how to get the lymphatic system moving, change. There is more emotional support tools this season because it's the winter. I also felt that there was a need in the detox to come home to bringing more of that emotional lifestyle change. Every recipe is different. I pay over $1,500 to a chef. I help to create the recipes. I work with a chef to get them tested. All of the content is different. All of the opt-in freebies, the handout, the 20 email sequence, everything is different. The PowerPoints, Rockstar Extras, interviews. I interview everyone brand new. Everything from top to bottom, all of the photos and the 20 attribution free photos that are of the recipes are the first time ever that we've done this. The 35 inspirational photos are the first time ever that we've done this because we know how important visuals are. So everything at your fingertips is just done for you. You'll have access to the program materials once you buy them for your life. If you wanted to have a bonfire with them, you could, but they're yours for life. I mean, so my name is nowhere. You get put right in, you'll get put right into a forum, and they're yours. I encourage everyone though to download to your desktop. Stay organized in Dropbox. If you work with a team, maybe Basecamp, that's all in our manual on things, that you can do. Somebody's asking if the essential oil is only a combo with other programs. We will possibly be coming out next week with an option to do the essential oil not as a combo. So please, email us if you have any questions. If the program gets updates, such as the detox, no, you don't necessarily get notified because we create a brand new one each season. So that, because it's copyright free, we don't do a monthly update or a yearly update. It's yours forever, and that is about it. So, all right, let me see. I will see if we have any problems, and I will definitely let you know. If it's still showing up for the webinar, then I will find out and I will let you guys know right away. We had this problem last time. Sometimes things can't always work exactly the way you think, but that is launch. Do I change the programs? Yes, I change the programs and the recipes winter to winter, fall to fall, spring to spring, summer to summer, everything. So yes, we change everything. And yes, I will tell Michelle we will do a separate Q&A, 100%. And no, Revitalize is not a monthly subscription. If you have any questions, let me go see why the sales page is not up and running, and then make sure that I send an email right away to you guys. It has been awesome. Thank you so much. I love you guys, and thanks for being here tonight. All right. Bye, guys.